Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be reactions for Survivor Series WarGames 2023. You guys know how this video goes already, so let's just get right into it. So, the first thing is the Women's WarGames match. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, Becky Lynch versus Damage Control. Winners of the Women's War Games match: Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch. Overall, this was a great match. A lot of stuff happened. Um, you know, not Shotzi. Well, Shotzi was in the match, but Shotzi, she was in the match, but there's some pretty cool spots in there. We had Io Sky jumping off the top of the War Games structure with a steel can on her. Excuse me, I burped. That is not the first time that Io Sky has done that in War Games. She did that in another War Games match in NXT. I can't remember which one it was, but. And then we were also going through the relationship between Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. They've been friends, they've been enemies, and this match put their relationship to the test. And at the end, they got through their struggles and they were able to help their team win the match. So overall, I thought this was a great match. The second match is a singles match for the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther, the champion, versus The Miz, winner of the singles match and still the Intercontinental Champion, Gunther. This was a good match, and I'm totally not surprised that Gunther won. I pretty much called that Gunther was going to win because he is the safe pick and he is also the champion. I knew there was a chance that The Miz could win because The Miz is trying to becoming a 9-time Intercontinental Champion. And if he did win, he would tie the record between him and Chris Jericho for holding the Intercontinental Championship the most times, but unfortunately, he couldn't get the job done, and I went with the safe pick, and Gunther won. The third match is a singles match, Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar. Winner of the singles match, Santos Escobar. This is the only match of the whole pay-per-view that I got wrong, so I got 4 out of the 5 matches correct, which is a good pay-per-view. And the pay-per-view itself was great for a couple reasons, but I'll get into that later in the video. But this match is the only match I got wrong, with Santos Escobar beating Dragon Lee. The match itself was okay. Could have been better. I think Dragon Lee should have won. Excuse me, I burped again. Based on the push they're doing with him. The fourth match is a singles match for the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley, the champion, versus Zoe Stark. Winner of the singles match and still the WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley. This is another safe pick answer. Rhea Ripley won again. I went with the safe pick, and but overall it's a good match. Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark both put on a good match, so And the fifth thing is the men's War Games match. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre and the Judgment Day. Winners of the men's War Games match: Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton. Yeah, I'm not really too surprised that they won because of the return of Randy Orton. Randy Orton was really the big factor that helped Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn to win this War Games match. And overall, it was a great War Games match. So, Randy Orton returning. Yeah, Randy Orton returned. You know, I said it in my predictions video. I was really wondering if Randy Orton was going to come out with his regular theme song or if they were going to use the remixed version. They just went with Randy Orton's regular theme song. So I figured that they're not going to use the remixed version of Voices that Rev Theory came out with a few months ago, but it doesn't really matter. But the remix is good. I will always prefer the original, but the remix is good. I would give it a recommend. I would recommend people to listen to it, but you know, I was just wondering. Now let's get to the great part of this video. Did CM Punk return? Yes, CM Punk did return. CM Punk's return, you know, he came out with Cult of Personality. They came out with the remastered version, and the remastered version of Cult of Personality came out yesterday. So, yeah, Living Color remastered that song. They remastered it for CM Punk in his return to WWE. So, like I said, CM Punk, he returned right at the end of the pay-per-view after the men's WarGames match. He returned, the crowd was chanting, CM Punk, CM Punk, you know, like they always do. The fans and the crowd, everybody was excited for this. But, you know, the thing about it is, people always said, nah, CM Punk is never coming back to WWE. Even CM Punk himself said he was never coming back. But in the wrestling industry, there's always a saying, never say never, because anybody can come back. You know, people said the Ultimate Warrior was never going to come back. People have said a lot of things. A lot of people are not going to come back. CM Punk said he was never going to come back. Fans said he was never going to come back. WWE said he was never going to come back. But guess what? CM Punk came back. CM Punk proved everybody wrong. That in the wrestling industry, you can never say never, because there's always somebody that has a falling out with WWE and then they come back. So, now let's move on from CM Punk. What is the match of the night? The match of the night for me is the Women's WarGames match. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch versus Damage Control. I think that was a great WarGames match. Everything exciting in it, great match. What is the underdog match of the night? The underdog match of the night is the men's WarGames match. You know, it was a great match, not as good as the women's WarGames match, but overall, it was a great match. I'm happy that Randy Orton returned. I'm happy he returned with his old theme song. Overall, happy that Randy Orton returned. So, the honorable mention is going to be the singles match for the WWE Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley, the champion, versus Zoe Stark. Yeah, that was a good match. Outside the WarGames matches and the return of CM Punk, I would say that was the best non-WarGames match of the show. Both Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark put on a good match. And overall, I said I did good at the predictions, and I thought this show was great. So, those are my predictions and reactions for Survivor Series WarGames 2023. Please post a comment. What were your predictions and reactions for Survivor Series WarGames 2023? And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Period.